Deadpool, female Deadpool, the multiverse is vast. From Earth 3010, she has a lot of similarities with the Deadpool we know, but just a female, former mercenary and government test subject. Probably just as much as a troll as the normal Deadpool we're used to. Oh yeah, her face isn't busted up by the waist and scarred up like the normal Deadpool we're used to. You're probably shocked about that. Don't let the real Deadpool see her. Yeah, she did have scars, but that junk went away. Even talks about here in her handbook, her scars somehow disappeared permanently. Yeah, Lady Deadpool's a lot of fun. She kissed the Watcher. She has a rapid healing factor, which made her eventually immune to poison, just like the stuff we're used to with Deadpool and Wolverine characters. Most drugs and diseases don't work on her. They call her peak human strength. You guys know how I've already said this a million times in my videos. Peak human strength in Marvel basically means super soldier tier. Speed and agility, great at marksmanship, you know the Deadpool stuff. Don't be surprised if you see a lot of guns. She wields all kinds of weapons like 2 blades, can use 2 pistols at the same time, futuristic guns, sniper rifle. One could say whatever her strength physically is, her guns can hit harder. I mean, she even got her own bazooka and grenades to blow up stuff. When you see characters use swords all the time, you kind of forget that they have just straight up hand-to-hand skills. Like Lady Deadpool, for example, even when her guns are knocked out of her hand, she still shows how competent she is in just pure fighting skills. Like, you know, similar to the real Deadpool. Look how she got her on the ground. Yeah, and outnumbering her isn't going to work. When it comes to her muscles, her superhuman qualities are there as well. Like jumping really far. Lady Deadpool is like a super soldier tier level being, obviously, right? Fighting alternate reality Captain Americas. She be teaming up with the real Deadpool over and over again. Man, super soldiers in Marvel are pretty strong. If we assume she's anywhere in that ballpark, she can probably lift like several tons, or even 5 or 6 or 7 tons, if we're being honest. Like, look at what Deadpool, the main Deadpool we're used to. Look what he's like big stuff like this. Are you serious? Like big statues like this, Deadpool characters can topple over. Yeah, this big jump. Look at the size of this. This is what you would call a fair assumption. Like Lady Deadpool being able to do similar stuff to this makes a lot of sense. A fair assumption would be like, just like the other Deadpools, she can lift several tons. 2 tons as a bare minimum, probably even more based on the thing Deadpool lifted. Like, she should be able to do similar. And this should apply for her punching power too, you know, or strikes. A blade would even be worse because the blade is concentrated with sharp piercing force. This is the type of stuff Deadpool can do with his strikes. Lady Deadpool should apply the same stuff. Pushing off car doors, smashing through doors. I don't see no reason why Lady Deadpool wouldn't be able to do this, even without a blade or weapon. They make this stuff look easy just because they got blades, but slicing through the bone and stuff, they make that stuff look easy, and they're just doing that. Lady Deadpool's one of them doing that, slicing through beings like butter. Not to mention it's proven that she can literally match the real Deadpool in a fight. So, yeah, all that stuff Deadpool can do. This stuff definitely implies she can do the same stuff in physical strength. I mean, they're basically the same thing, just gender swapped. No heads for y'all, and even when aliens wear like metal armor, we can see her cut through that. Don't ask, there's multiverse stuff. There's a lot of occasions of different Deadpools fighting each other. Don't freaking ask. Yeah, Deadpool, Wolverine claws. Yeah, she is on par with the Deadpools in general in strength. This should apply for the speed or combat speed of the normal Deadpool. She can keep up with the fighting speed of the normal Deadpool. Super soldier tiers in Marvel, even if they don't necessarily have serum, Deadpool's legit a super soldier. Them being able to block or react to bullets mid-flight is like a normal thing. Don't see no reason why Lady Deadpool couldn't do this too. You know how bullets can literally be mid-flight. They have the combat speed or reflexes to literally cut bullets and have like Deadpool. The real Deadpool can do this. Of course, Lady Deadpool can do similar with her fighting speed. Kind of like the movies on how they can cut bullets in half with fighting speed. And just like how the real Deadpool can keep up in fighting speed with characters like Hawkeye, super soldier-centric type characters consistently, this should also apply for Lady Deadpool, because Lady Deadpool can match the real Deadpool, you know, when fighting speed. Super soldier tiers like Black Panther and Hawkeye can react to stuff in a freaking microsecond, which is a millionth of a second, guys. Hawkeye's a being without powers too, guys, so put that in consideration. This is what Deadpool has to compete with. Deadpool is actually a super soldier. Lady Deadpool is too. You get it? So she should also share the quality of being able to react in a millionth of a second. These microsecond statements are not just a one-time thing. Daredevil has these kind of statements. You know Daredevil and Deadpool, similar in fighting speed. Lady Deadpool should apply to this too. It just lets you know how these super soldier tiers can rival each other in fighting speed and how fast these characters truly are. Basically, if you were shooting bullets at Lady Deadpool, she would be able to block it like this, with her just wielding 2 swords. Like, that's how fast these characters are in super soldier tiers. This is literally madness, all these Deadpools fighting each other. But if you're one of those people that don't like me comparing her to the other Deadpool too much because you want me to show what she can do, well, I've already showed her fight him, so that's kind of like a feat for her too, to show her speed. But you can kind of say this is kind of marksmanship, but this has to be marksmanship and speed. Like when she's getting ganged up on, her hands are folded, her arms are folded. All these beings got guns, but she can still light them up before they can do anything. Like that's what you would call speed. Outnumbered and everything, still can outshoot them. That's what you would call good old fashioned fighting speed. Now, this is another good example of her fighting speed, believe it or not. This is accuracy and fighting speed. Like, you see the shoe is in midair. Like, notice how the shoe stays in midair? And she's able to get a lot done while the shoe is still in midair. That's a little small example of fighting speed. You already have super soldier tier durability, but when you have a healing factor on top of super soldier tier durability, it makes it seem like your durability is at a tier higher. Or when you have a healing factor this fast, one could argue it's harder to KO somebody like this, because you heal so much faster than from everything, even brain trauma and stuff. That's why there's top tier characters that are way stronger than them physically that hit them and they still get back up pretty quick. Like Champion, for example, powerhouse that can bust planets. And getting lit up by that minigun. This is all thanks to that doggone healing factor, let's be honest. Yeah, so these super soldier tiers are in raw muscle. Don't mess with them. Lady Deadpool is no exception. She's ridiculously strong physically, but I would say her guns hit even harder. I mean, yeah, she got bazookas that can blow up tanks, grenades that can blow up helicopters. So she got some gear. But on top of that, her aim. Don't give her a freaking sniper rifle. You try to get headshots while you're in the middle of a flip. I mean, she's accurate enough to hit this helicopter with a spear, and that's where the grenades came from. But what do you guys think? She got gear that can literally mess up tanks like these. You know, that's kind of scary. Or blow down buildings. What do you guys think? How scary is Lady Deadpool's weaponry? But before I get going, Lady Deadpool would like for you to like this video right quick. And thanks for the donations, everybody. Respect Lady Deadpool. I'm glad you are enjoying your time on the channel. Make sure you check out the playlist on the channel to see other How Strong videos. If you like what this channel is offering, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.